And this brings us on to Shazam.
Yes.
Shazam comes out today as you're listening to this, assuming
Yeah,
you're listening to it as it comes out.
Forget about this till I saw it in the notes.
I don't have a lot of thoughts, but I have some thoughts, and they are they're not all positive.
Oh.
So here's the thing. I've gone back, I've looked at some of the trailers, I've looked at the broader spectrum of stuff.
I'm
not confident.
Oh.
I wasn't confident before the first Shazam film, and it pleasantly surprised me and I enjoyed it.
Okay.
But that was because DC had bent us over and embarrassed us for like
5
years straight.
It'd been rough.
But Gal Gadot's got a cameo in it, which we recently found out in a TV spot.
Yeah,
which is weird, bearing in mind we know she's lost her job now.
Yeah, I also. Oh, yeah.
The Rock refused to do a cameo for it as Black Adam because he didn't want to hurt Black Adam's legacy.
Yeah.
The film just kind of feels under advertised. Like, even me, who like Google knows what kind of ads to show me, I've really not seen that much about it.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, the first proper trailer was the Super Bowl one.
Yeah. Which
and
is
it's like
a month ago.
Yeah, which is quite close to a film release. So like, there's no like build time. And like, I have a similar issue with the TV spot. It's like, one of my things I'm worried is, I need to go back and rewatch the first one to kind of like refresh myself. But like you, the first one was good especially in the time of DC that it came out of. Like,
it was good in a vacuum.
Yeah. I think it has its place. It could work in the DCU. Like, it's kept on its own. And my worry with this film was, I hope it keeps itself separate and doesn't do what like Black Adam did, where it tried to tie itself into the DCU, and that's probably kind of cost it. It's like, I'd rather it kept itself isolated so that if James Gunn wants to keep it going, he very easily can. If he doesn't, it is what it is. But like that TV spot with Gal being teased, I'm like, shit. They're trying to tie it into the DCU, which already it's just like the chances of this being brought forward into the DCU dropped dramatically because of that. Like, to be realistic.
And the next problem I've got. The first Shazam film was a superhero origin film.
Yes.
They aren't massively popular. People are kind of over origin films, but they will accept an origin film.
If done well.
Yeah, and it was done well. We didn't need to care too much about the villain because it was all about the hero. We just needed a villain who seemed intimidating. Nailed it. Yes, Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu are phenomenal actresses. Can you tell me what characters they're playing?
Some witches.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It feels, this is the kind of time I wish we go, oh shit, that's a bad guy. And instead, they've got two phenomenal actresses to play co-antagonists who no one knows. They don't even name them in the fucking trailer.
Yeah, I think...
So is it just going to be more of this kind of superhero origin film, but it's going to be a sequel, which means inherently it won't be as good?
That's good. I did think, like, it felt weird that they revealed the antagonist so, like, just kind of out, like, without really any weight to it.
Yeah.
And, like, no reveal of, like, oh, it's this person. It was like, as far as I'm aware, she's a witch, which is like, that makes sense because the wizards gave him his power. Now it's witches that are against. It's like, okay. I feel like it's gonna, I think part of your worry, like, it's gonna be a follow-on to Hero Origin in the sense of like, he's gonna have to get he's gonna take some loss to get through that loss and develop more, like to reach that full understanding of what he's capable of. And it's like it's just kind of done a lot. Like I'd rather I don't know. I would rather have had less information and it be some big bad that we know. And I don't know. I'm definitely more like I was like, it's probably gonna be okay. It's not gonna be anything special. It's probably okay. I'm now, as I've already said, like I'm now worried that with Galwin in it, like they're trying to tie into the DCU. We're not gonna see Shazam. Or this we're not gonna see this Shazam.
Yeah.
I don't think.
And ironically, going back to the character profile last week, there's
Yes.
apparently a rumor that at some point during the film that Shazam is referred to as Captain Marvel.
Ooh.
Bearing in mind all of the controversy and lawsuits and
Yeah.
confusion, why? Just
Hmm.
why?
I think if they want to do that, I hope they haven't said Captain Marvel and just keep it to the Captain in the idea of
The comic is going to be calling him the Captain.
yes.
Yes, I'm hoping that's what happened. Last
But
time
and that
Shazam
I
was
can get behind that.
referred to as Captain
Oh,
Marvel.
it's gonna be a long time
Um,
ago.
okay, so even though Captain Marvel had kind of been called Shazam for a while,
Hmm.
in 2011 during the New 52, they dropped all Captain Marvel like
Naming.
titling whatsoever and renamed them fully to Shazam.
So it's 2011.
Yeah, it was the last time that they were fully like that it fully changed.
I also don't think that's a good idea for like for the casual DC fans that only know this character as Shazam and only ever heard of this character from the film. Like suddenly calling him Captain Marvel, they're gonna be like, huh? I
Yeah.
thought this was a DC film.
Yeah, but also it's titled Shazam. The
Yeah.
first one was Shazam. This is Shazam, Fury of the Gods. Like, don't get me wrong, it's just a rumor. I have no evidence to suggest that it's a fact, but it'd also be a really random thing to make up. But I
Yeah.
mean, maybe that's why it's the perfect bait.
I think I'm hopeful that it'll be an okay film and a good enough follow on. I don't think I think this is the end of the road for the time being for Shazam. I don't think we see Shazam anytime soon in the DCU. Whether this does great or it doesn't, but yeah, it's kind of I hope, as we've said with kind of all the upcoming DCEU linked films, hopefully they're all right. They kind of doesn't really matter at the end of the day because their storyline's ending. So it's like as long as they're decent, everyone's already looking at the DCU, so there's a lot less pressure on them in a way.
Agreed.
So